stick to appearances.
Yes. In many ways.
You'll notice that this is very conveniently lit to where Eric blends into the background, because if it wasn't that way, you would see that Eric is the background. Okay. Eric is literally the background here. And sometimes there's a camera angle, which he may not be using in this episode, where it's shot from the side of the table with both of them facing each other. Eric is the size of a small planet. He's the size of a small moon. He's like Titan or Io or whatever those Saturnian moons are named. I don't even know. But do we even need to debunk this? I mean, what are they even saying? So you'll notice they cut out that angle in this podcast. Maybe because I actually made a joke about it. Because from the side, Eric Ibarra literally has to be 400 to 500 pounds. I'm not joking. And I don't care what you think about my jokes. I really don't care.
Parishes, getting to know Orthodox people. It's like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to go to the OCA parish. Oh, no, don't go to the OCA. What? Why? Well, this. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, can I go to the Greek Orthodox? No, I wouldn't go there.
Now it's all a tu quoque. Okay, so because there's liberalism in the Orthodox churches, we have the same problem as the Roman Catholic Church. That's where this line of argument is. Okay, first of all, these people have never understood that the critique that we make is not, you don't have the liberalism, or you have the liberalism we don't have. They've never addressed this point, ever. And that's why they won't talk to anyone but whoever they'll talk to. They would never talk to me because I won't allow bad arguments to keep going and fallacies to be pushed and the points to not be addressed. So for the 500th time, I'm going to make this point again. Our argument for orthodoxy is not that we do not have liberalism and you do. Nobody ever made this argument. Sometimes people have made the argument that there's less liberalism that's extreme in the Roman Catholic position that we do not have. That's true. For example, we do not have liturgical liberalism in the Orthodox Church. Even morally liberal parishes, or if you were to go to an Elpidophoros liturgy or something and you saw a rainbow flag or whatever, the liturgy itself would not be tampered with and messed with. And even the Roman Catholics will admit this. Okay, it's very difficult to find real Orthodox liturgical abuses. It is not difficult to find that in the Roman Catholic Church. It is everywhere, except for the Latin masses, which are being suppressed and shut down by the Pope. So the argument was never and has never been, you have liberals and we don't. And these strawmanners, these goofuses, always address an argument that is not the argument that's made. So what they're doing here is appealing to the masses that are listening to the audience. They're appealing to a lot of people who are low tier, low information voters. They're appealing to those people and saying, the grass isn't greener, there's liberals over there. Okay, nobody ever said the grass was greener in the sense of no liberals over here. The argument was always that your system via Vatican I hinges on an ordinary teaching position of the magisterium that cannot err or change its morals or its dogma. Vatican II, Francis, and countless other examples in the bishopric and hierarchy have consistently taught against the pre-Vatican II teachings and morals so many times over that it is a contradiction in the dogma and the morals, such as the temporal supremacy of the Roman bishop being necessary for salvation, such as changing the position on the death penalty to be, quote, contrary to the gospel. Two easy examples. Those are changes in morals and dogma, amongst many others, such as the status of the Jews in the covenant, also a change in the Roman Catholic system. 3 examples. Okay, those are systemic level critiques which invalidate the entire system of the Roman Catholic papacy and its dogmas. And a systemic level critique invalidates the system. This monstrosity here has never understood this argument. He is such a low-tier, hard-headed, he's got hot dogs in his ears from lunch and from second breakfasts and from elevensies, that he doesn't understand a paradigm level critique. And if you go back and watch our debate, every reply that he gives is a let me stack more and more evidences, and doesn't it look like maybe the papacy is true? When it's never even been a question of the papacy. It's a question of Vatican I's view of the papacy, as he debated with Ubi, and as he said at one point in the debate about Vigilius, I'm going to have to get back to you on that because I haven't found a sufficient answer for that.